Mamma mia, welcome to part 2 of this series of videos. In today's video, we'll be building a flooding menu step by step. If you haven't watched part 1 where we built this home screen, I strongly recommend you to go and check that out first and then come back to this video. Alright, enough talking, let's jump right in. Let's go ahead and create a flooding menu. So it's going to be new file, and we want to call it flooding menu. Are you ready to take your superior skills to the next level? If you are, then this course is for you. Together, we'll build a quiz app from scratch using MVVM architecture in a clean and scalable structure. You will also learn how to connect an Excel sheet as your database. So by the end of this course, you won't just have a working app, you will have the confidence and knowledge to build production-ready Swift UI apps the right way. So what are you waiting for? Check out the link in the description and start leveling up today. Yeah, the first thing we're gonna need an enum of all the different tabs that we can have. And as you can see, we can have a home tab, a back tab, a favorites tab, or a profile tab. Now here, the next thing we need a floating bar, okay? So let's go ahead and create one. And our floating bar can have a main tab and also a back badge. What do I mean by this back badge? If I open the app again, as you can see, here we have this badge. So this is what I mean by this back badge. So let's go ahead and build the body. For body, here we're gonna need an edge stack, and inside of edge stack we need item. Okay, so let me just copy and paste what I have here for item. Yeah, I'm also missing this height and radius, so let me copy and paste this. For a floating bar, what we need an edge stack, okay? And inside this edge stack, we created these items, okay? And for each item, what do we need? We need an image, and we also need this badge, okay? And this is exactly what we have here. So here, each one of our tab is an image, okay? And here, for this back image, in case we have something, in case we added something to our card, what we need to show this badge. So that's the reason why we have this badge, okay? If we have at least one element here, we want to show this badge, okay? Now the last thing we need here, we need a scaffold, okay? So here, if I toggle this, what I can do, I can simply paste what I have on the finished app. And as you can see here, what we need for each element of our tab, we need a path. For our home, for example, we created this path here. As you can see, home path, we have this navigation path, okay? And the reason why we have this path is simply because when we tap on one element, we want to be redirected to this specific path, okay? So for example, for this home screen, we need this specific path, okay? And for this back, we need to go to this specific path. And here we are missing our home view, our back view, our favorites view, and a profile view. So let me come here, and what we can do, we can create a view. And here for our home view, what we can do, instead of home view, we can simply add this content view. And normally we shouldn't have any errors anymore. Okay, perfect. Now let's go down here for preview, and instead of this floating menu, what we can do, we want to preview this scaffold. And here, as you can see, everything works perfectly. Now for each one of our view, what we can do here, we can simply add some mock data. So instead of simply having this text, what we can do, we can remove this and simply paste what I have here. And we won't go deep inside each one of these screens, simply because this is just mock data. Okay, so I quickly added this with ChatGPT. So what you can do, if you are lazy like me, what you can do, you can simply copy what I have here. And if you need the source code of this, you can simply check out the link in the description, or you can simply ask ChatGPT or something else to provide you with mock data. Now let's check out preview. And as you can see, this looks much better than simply having a text. Okay, that's it for this video. This one was super simple. We successfully added a floating menu. And in the next video, we're gonna finish with this detailed page. With that said, that's it for this video. If you have enjoyed it, please like and share the video. In the meantime, take care. Bye bye.